Imagine someone sends you a video. No name, no message, no explanation. You press play, and suddenly you're watching your own life. Not your past, your future. Every success you haven't earned yet. Every mistake you haven't made yet. Every opportunity you'll either take or lose forever. Would you keep watching? Or would you stop before you discovered how your story ends? Here's the unsettling part. That video already exists. Not because your future has been decided, but because every ordinary decision you make today is quietly writing it. Most people think their future is something they'll meet one day. The truth is, they're creating it every few minutes, without even noticing.
Who are you? How do you know what happens next?
Because I've already watched the entire video. Every chapter, every regret, every excuse you thought didn't matter.
Then tell me, did we make it? Did we build the life we've been chasing?
Funny. That's the first question everyone asks. Not, what kind of person did I become? Not, what did I sacrifice? Not, what did I learn? Just, did I make it? That's exactly why most people never do.
Have you ever noticed how we measure life? We count birthdays, paychecks, followers, achievements, but we almost never measure the person those years are creating. And that's dangerous, because success doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you've been becoming all along.
I still don't understand. Who are you?
Look closer. The eyes, the voice, the scars. You already know me. I'm you, 10 years from now. And I came back because there's one mistake you're about to repeat. The same mistake that stole years from my life.
Most people believe their biggest enemy is failure. It isn't. Failure is loud. You recognize it immediately. The real danger is something far quieter. A decision that feels so small, you convince yourself it doesn't matter until you've made it 1,000 times.
What decision? What did I do?
You kept believing that tomorrow would become a different person than today. But tomorrow never changes anyone. It only exposes what today has been practicing.
That's when everything I believed about change started falling apart. Because maybe your future has never been decided by your biggest decisions. Maybe it's controlled by something so ordinary you've been overlooking it your entire life. And once you see it, you'll never look at your daily routine the same way again. Most people believe their future is stolen by one big mistake, a failed business, a bad investment, the wrong relationship. But the future almost never disappears that dramatically. It disappears through something far more dangerous. A pattern so ordinary your brain stops noticing it.
A pattern? What kind of pattern?
Every morning, your brain asks one question. Not, how can I improve? How can I change? It asks, what did we do yesterday? Because repeating yesterday requires almost no energy. Creating a new future requires uncertainty, and your brain hates uncertainty.
Think about that. Every routine started as a choice, but eventually it stopped being one. Have you ever driven somewhere and realized you don't even remember the journey? Your hands turned the wheel. Your feet pressed the pedals, but your mind was somewhere else. Life works the same way. Eventually, your habits start living your life for you.
So, I'm not making most of my decisions?
Not consciously. Scientists estimate that a huge portion of our daily actions are automatic. Not because we're broken, because the brain is designed to save energy. The problem is, it doesn't care whether the pattern helps you or hurts you. It only asks one question: is this familiar? If the answer is yes, it keeps repeating it.
That's why comfort is so deceptive. Comfort doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like home. And the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to recognize you're standing still.
Then why do successful people seem different? Do they have stronger willpower?
No, they understand something most people never do. They don't trust how they feel. They trust the systems they've built. When they don't feel like working, they work anyway. When they don't feel like reading, they read anyway. Not because they're more motivated, because they stopped letting emotions make decisions their future would about to live with.
Here's something that changed my life. Your future self isn't suffering because of one terrible decision. He's living with thousands of tiny decisions you convinced yourself didn't matter. 5 extra minutes, 1 skipped workout, 1 unnecessary purchase, 1 more hour of mindless scrolling. Individually, they feel invisible. Together, they become a life.
So, if tiny decisions built the problem, can tiny decisions also build a different future?
Exactly. That's the part nobody teaches. People wait for a life-changing opportunity. Life changes through identity-changing decisions. Not once, repeatedly, because every time you keep a promise, your brain updates its picture of who you are. And once that picture changes, your decisions begin changing on their own.
That's why real transformation always looks invisible at first. Nothing seems different. No applause, no celebration, no dramatic moment. Just one person making a better decision than yesterday, then another, until one day, everyone says, "You've changed." They think it happened overnight. Only you know it started with a decision so small, almost nobody would have noticed. But there was still one thing I didn't understand. If changing starts with small decisions, why do some people keep going while others always fall back into the same old life? The answer had nothing to do with discipline. It had everything to do with identity. There's one final thing I haven't told you. The future isn't a place, it's a direction. Every decision moves you one step, not toward success, toward a person. Because before you build a successful life, you build someone capable of living it.
So, if I change, the person I become, the future changes too.
No, the future doesn't change. You do. And once you change, the future has no choice but to follow. Most people try to change their lives without changing their identity. That's why they keep starting over. They're asking a different person to create the same future.
Think about it. A person who believes they never finish anything will eventually quit. Not because they lack ability, because quitting matches the identity they've been practicing. But someone who sees themselves as a person who keeps promises will keep going even when motivation disappears. Not because they're stronger, because that's simply who they are.
Then, who decides who I become?
You already do. Every single day, not with your goals, with your repetitions. Every repeated action becomes a vote, not for success, for identity. And eventually, your identity casts every future vote for you. That's why changing one habit can change an entire life. Not because the habit is powerful, because of the person it quietly creates.
Here's the irony. You've spent years waiting to become confident, but confidence was never supposed to come first. Action comes first. Evidence comes second. Confidence comes last. That's why the people you admire didn't wake up believing in themselves. They woke up, kept showing up, and slowly collected enough evidence to finally believe.
So, all these years, I've been waiting for a feeling that only comes after the work.
Exactly. And that's why I came back, not to warn you about failure. Failure teaches. Waiting doesn't. I came back because every year you kept saying, "My life will begin when I finally feel ready." But readiness isn't a feeling. It's something created by action. Never before it, always after it.
One day, someone will meet the person you've been becoming. Maybe it'll be your family, maybe your children, maybe a stranger whose life changes because of yours. Or maybe it'll simply be you, standing in front of a mirror, realizing you've become exactly the person your daily choices were practicing.
When you leave this conversation, don't ask, how do I change my life? Ask something harder. What kind of person am I practicing becoming today? Because that's the only question your future will ever answer.
Maybe you'll never receive a video from 10 years ahead. Maybe your future self will never knock on your door. But you don't need him to, because after today, you already know what he's trying to tell you. Your future has never been waiting for tomorrow. It's been watching what you repeat today.